Just keep it real with me. You know, Thanksgiving is tomorrow. Let's talk turkey. Dak Prescott, he's leading the league in passing. He's on his way to leading you and your organization to his 3rd division title in just 4 seasons. Talk to me, baby. Why ain't this guy paid? Because there's a lot of $100 million quarterbacks that can't sniff Dak Prescott's skill level.
Let me just say this. I think all of us, including the fans, want to win a damn football game. Okay? Now, I know we've got a lot of other things to think about. Who's coaching, who's playing, who's compared to another player someplace else. How about let's win some ball games, folks? We can take that other stuff. I'm not known as a guy who gets hand cramps when I'm writing checks. But I want to win some football games.
We appreciate you, man. Thank you for coming on and having fun with us. And thank you for being honest, because we're peppering you with questions. But more importantly, thank you for what you're doing in the community.
Great cause.
Oh, yeah. I could all day. I could watch that all day, do that all day. Love having Jerry Jones on the show. Always great for a soundbite, and it did sound like Jerry has Jason Garrett's back, and he wasn't shy about talking about Dak Prescott, paying him when you asked him about that. So what do you make of everything that Jerry Jones had to say from a former reporter now, you know, you see the teams nationally, how it all works?
Look, let's give the pretext to it. He's on there to talk about Salvation Army, and we actually asked him questions that he might not have been prepared for on this setting, and you know what? He answered them straight up, but he's telling you basically, no one wants Garrett to work out more than me. Like, I am his guy, and you better believe that I've had his back through thick and thin, and I still have faith in him. But there wasn't any comment of Jason Garrett is the future of the Dallas Cowboys. So to me, this was the last stand of, hey, Jason, if you're watching, I got your back. Cowboys fans, if you're watching, I still believe in this guy. But I know what time it is also, and I want to win some football games. Fascinating to read between the lines on this thing, and I think there is no doubt that there is an urgency to this 2019 season for not only Jason Garrett, but for that entire coaching staff.
Well, let me just say this. We've been watching Jerry do interviews and sound bites for years, and I have a theory that there's 2 layers, and Peter, you're right on it. There's the soundbite and sizzle that is all cool and it makes the headline and everything, and then when you get through that, then there's the truth that comes after it. So he gives the show, but he also gives the truth. I think in this case, I'm a Jason Garrett man, I'm his man, sure, that's a great headline. But then after it, immediately notice he says, however, we are judged in football by wins and losses. I can come in 6th in business, and I'm doing great. We ain't coming in 6th here. I decode that as he better not come in 6th, and I'm talking about the NFC. I'm his man, and he's my man for now, but I still think Jerry understands the bottom line business, and I still think this is Super Bowl or bust. You got to look for the second layer of Jerry to what he really wants to say.
Quite a transmission.
That is, and I didn't even look at it that way, but you're absolutely right. All the time. Speaking of those sayings, Jerry Jones will hit you with some sayings or some quotes or a little southern talk that you're not really familiar with. I remember when he once said, you know, you can go over it, but it's kind of like circumcising a mosquito, right? Yeah. And then one time he was asked about Dak Prescott, and he was like, well, when he's running past secondaries, he has all the skills you need. I don't worry about that in that sense. He's the daddy in that way. You're like, all right, I don't really know what that means, but I get what you're trying to say.
This week he's been talking about holding handfuls of Jell-O. I mean, he's got all kinds of tricks.
Stop. He talked about crashing a car and getting out and walking after a car accident early in the season.
So what's it all mean?
What does it all mean? I feel like there is a case, though, when he says something and he's not talking to us, he's talking to the players, just like last year when he's talking about Dak and
Stop. Get out of my face. Go lay down now. I'm done playing around. Lay down. Lay down. I'm not playing with you. Stop. Not playing around. Stop trying to get all up in my groove. Get out of there. No! Stay down.
Recent tour, the Yeezus tour. It was a big, dramatic, theatrical show. He did something very strange at the end of his show where he ranted for like 20 minutes. It was kind of a rant, kind of a song. He had auto-tune on his voice, and there was an instrumental in the background. Like this instrumental. Talked about his problems. Race. Power. His $90 t-shirts weren't selling very well. That was most of it. And I watched this. I thought maybe I could do this. I'll be honest, my problems aren't as high stakes as Kanye's, but I have problems. And maybe a crowd in New York would be nice enough to indulge me. So as we get to the end of a night of theater, and comedy, and sweaters coming on and off, I got one question for you. And that question is, can I say my shit? Fitting my hand inside of a Pringle can. I can get my hand like 4 inches into the can, but then I have to tilt the can into my mouth. But by that point, a bunch of crumbs have accumulated at the bottom of the can, so they all go spilling on my face. What I'm trying to say is the diameter of Pringle cans is way too small. I'll say it again, the diameter of Pringle cans is way too small. 2 radiuses of a Pringle can is way too small. If you feel me, put your hands up. Come on. If you feel me, put your hands up. Look at all these hands that are way too big to fit inside a Pringle can. Your hands are too big to fit inside a Pringle can. Your hands are too big to fit inside a Pringle can. You think you can? I know you can. You think you can? Pringle, listen to the people. I am sure 90% of the complaint letters you get are about the width of your cans. Just make them wider. I've overdone the Pringles thing. Sorry. I wanna have a daughter. Wanna have a daughter. So I can find me someone around the house who can fit their hands in a Pringle can. Yes, I'm still on the Pringle cans thing. Yeah. I'll move on, alright? But that is priority numero uno. I don't go to the gym because I'm self-conscious about my body. But I'm self-conscious about my body because I don't go to the gym. Irony can be so painful. That's a catch-22. Let's do this. A win at Chipotle. Win at Chipotle. Got myself a chicken burrito. I went down the line. I got like all these ingredients, and then at the end of the line, the guy tried to wrap the burrito, but half of the shit inside the burrito spilled out. He still wrapped it. I was like, dude, you should have warned me. You're a burrito expert. You should have told me halfway through, hey man, you might be reaching maximum burrito capacity here. Do you think I want a messy burrito?
No one wants a messy burrito.
The whole appeal of a burrito is that all of the ingredients are contained within the confines of the tortilla. I wouldn't have gotten half this shit if I knew it was going to fit in the burrito. Alright, look, I wouldn't have got the lettuce.
It wouldn't fit.
Wouldn't have got the cheese.
I knew it wouldn't fit. When you got the pickles, if I knew it wouldn't fit.
I wouldn't have got half of it. Like, I'm okay with small mistakes. If you got no more chicken, I'll take pork. But I'll blow my dad
before I eat a burrito with a fork. Wouldn't got the lettuce if I knew it wouldn't fit. Wouldn't got the cheese.
here and pretend like my biggest problems are Pringle cans and burritos. The truth is my biggest problem's you. I want to please you, but I want to stay true to myself. I want to give you the night out that you deserve, but I want to say what I think and not care what you think about it. A part of me loves you, a part of me hates you.